hurt like ball. I was trying to do that whole, you know how some people tut and all that stuff? I was trying to do that, and I did this, and they both cracked. And I was like, oh, that hurt. that itty bit hurt. Ow. Anyway, hi to hella random, I know. This was random, me hurting in pain was random, but this is my reaction rant to Arrow Season 4, Episode 23. I think it's called Schism or something like that. It's Schism. Schism? Was it Schism? But yes, the Episode 23 of Season 4 of Arrow. This is the season finale of Season 4. So let's get started. I should stop doing that from now on. But anyway, when we last left off, Damien Dark ended up in Oliver's apartment where Felicity, her mother, and, God, what's his face? Curtis. Yeah, they were all, well, originally, Curtis, Felicity's mother, and her father, the calculator man Noah, were there. Noah left on urgent with a little push by Felicity's mother. So it was just them three in the apartment, and Damien Dark comes out of nowhere, in a way, holds them hostage. But anyway, Damien Dark steals the laptop from the apartment that's pretty much keeping him locked out of Rubicon, and basically launches over 15,000 nuclear missiles, and giving the team only 2 hours to prevent worldwide annihilation. Thanks, Damien Dark, ya dick. I'm sorry, I'm still in slight mini pain. But yeah, Damien Dark starting off with a bang. I thought he was gonna hold Felicity, her mother, and Curtis hostage when he ended up at the apartment where they were. But nope. He stole the laptop that's been keeping him locked out of Rubicon, because remember, they were using a particular laptop to pretty much lock out Rubicon. And remember, only one missile was launched. All the other missiles were safe. Just one managed to get away from them, and Felicity redirected it into a less populated place. But there were still the other nuclear missiles. They were able to keep Damien Dark locked out of Rubicon, but Dark stole the laptop, launched 15,000 nuclear missiles, and unfortunately gave only the team 2 hours to not only prevent a missile from coming back to Star City, but to prevent the other 15,000 nuclear missiles from killing the entire world in just 2 hours. What a dick. But anyway, sorry. Anyway, because of this, and because, like, there's news that there's a possibility of a nuclear missile coming back to Star City, all the citizens of Star City are panicking. There's a whole worldwide panic in Star City. Definitely Star City. And you see the Star City citizens rioting. Quite frankly, I don't really blame them for rioting. I don't blame them for going crazy. Because if I find out that there is a nuclear missile heading toward our city, and there's no safe place to go to hide, even if you escaped your city, there's nowhere to hide because there's nuclear missiles going all over the world, I would fucking panic too. I mean, put in the comment section what you would do, because quite frankly, I would freaking panic. I don't know any bomb shelters, especially ones that are good with nuclear missiles. Especially near my area anyway, so I don't know about you guys. But, so I kind of don't blame the citizens of Star City for freaking out and rioting. But, Oliver does something quite interesting. I only saw this in one other show. This is pretty funny. Right after I saw the season finale of Once Upon a Time with Henry, you might not know the show or this character, but there's a little boy, not really little boy, but he's like a teenager now. But there's a character named Henry who pretty much climbs onto something really tall to address like a whole bunch of people and like a huge inspiring speech and all that shit, right? In Once Upon a Time. In the current season finale, which I believe is season 5? Season 5 finale? And Oliver actually does the same exact thing. Oliver, when everyone's rioting in Star City, he climbs on top of, I think, a car and pretty much addresses everyone directly with a strong-ass inspirational speech of hope and everything for them to stay strong And basically, the whole entire the entire city just looks at him in awe. They're like, oh, it's Oliver Queen. He's on top of a car, giving an inspirational speech about inspiring hope and staying strong in this time of crisis, especially when nuclear missiles are launching not just here, but all over the world. Kind of random, just like it was in Once Upon a Time, considering, but nice speech. It's a very nice speech. I give him props on that, but it was hella random. Kind of like the Once Upon a Time one. But anyway, while that is happening, Felicity and Curtis managed to divert the missile aimed at Star City, which is pretty cool, because I think they're on a rooftop, from what I remember. And if I missed some minor details, I'm sorry. I'm doing like main plot points, but like I remember that the missile that was, oh my god, I got ink all over me. But anyway, there was another missile headed for Star City, and I don't know how, but Felicity and Curtis managed to find out a way to divert the missile that was aimed at Star City, which they managed to do while being on a rooftop with some devices on them. And Oliver decides to go after Damien Dark, while Felicity, Thea, and amazingly enough, Malcolm Merlyn track down Rubicon, right? And Merlyn and Thea, they're all fighting guards and all that stuff, and Felicity manages to track down the Rubicon, which has led to Cooper, her ex. Remember Cooper, that crazy hacker man who reappeared, I believe, in the last episode? But like, turns out Damien Dark, I believe, shot Cooper and is using his powers to, you know, kind of torture him. From what I remember, Damien Dark's using his powers to pretty much keep the bullet in place in his body, and pretty much told Cooper if he doesn't cooperate, he's gonna make the bullet get to his spine, which pretty much might either paralyze him or kill him, most likely kill him. So that's why there's like a bullet somewhere in his body that he can't, you know, Damien Dark has control over, which is why he's doing what he's doing. But Felicity, using their past together, was able to convince Cooper to stop helping Damien Dark. Unfortunately, when he does that and shoves the laptop away from himself, Damien Dark, he actually, in a way, kind of senses what Cooper stopping what he's doing and pretty much stops the magic from stopping the bullet, and poor Cooper, I believe he died. From what I saw, it looked like he died, because the magic obviously got the bullet back into his body, and he went all crazy, like, in pain, and he, like, just collapsed. I'm not sure if he's collapsed, paralyzed, or he's legitimately dead. But Felicity just said, sorry, Cooper, and started trying to deactivate Rubicon. But, like, before that and during that, Oliver is fighting Damien Dark in the streets. And, as he's fighting them, Dark tries to use his powers and finds out he can't use his powers because the people throughout the city who were inspired by Oliver Queen's speech pretty much inspire hope, and that hope throughout the entire city pretty much nullifies Damien Dark's powers, which I think is freaking random and kind of rushed, considering, because I don't think people will have hope that easily. Even if one inspirational person says a speech, I don't think an entire city could go to hope that easily. I'm just saying. But anyway, since Damien Dark has no powers, and Oliver has, Thea, and has Thea, Diggle's wife. I believe Merlin's also in there. And the rest of Star City, Damien Dark brings like his own little mini army of men. And so Oliver, Team Arrow, with Malcolm Merlyn, and the rest of Star City are fighting Dark and his men. And, Oliver and Dark are fighting one-on-one, as per usual. Like we always see, Oliver always fights the main villain of the season, one-on-one, which happened with Ra's al Ghul. It happened with Deathstroke. It even happened with Malcolm Merlyn in the first season. So why are we not surprised that Oliver and Damien Dark are physically battling one-on-one in this army of people? But anyway, while he manages to knock out Dark, Damien Dark's like, you won't kill me. You wouldn't even kill the man that killed your mother in front of you. Which he's also obviously referring to Deathstroke. Remember, Deathstroke did kill Moira Queen and Oliver did not kill Deathstroke. He has him imprisoned in Lian-Yu. Which is true. Oliver did not kill the man that killed his mother. But Oliver is saying, you killed my friend. You killed so many people. I gotta do it. So he ends up killing Damien Darhk by shoving an arrow in his body, which is very ironic considering Damien Darhk did the very same thing to our beautiful Black Canary herself, Laurel Lance, which in turn, she died. Right? So Oliver killed Damien Darhk the same way he technically killed Laurel. So, good job, Oliver. Irony. He got killed the same way, he got killed in the same way he killed Laurel Lance. So, the irony of that death, honestly. But after that, everyone just stops fighting, which is pretty funny. I'm pretty damn sure Damien Darhk still has a couple of people still standing while fighting, the city. But even if there's still men left over from Damien Darhk's little people of ghosts, they just stopped. The moment Green Arrow killed Damien Darhk, not only did Team Arrow, Malcolm Merlyn stop and just stop and freeze, the entire city froze, and the rest, whatever ghost people were left froze, which I thought was hella funny, by the way. After the entire thing, Originally, Lance was told by Felicity during this whole thing to take her mother and get the hell out of Star City, right? He ends up turning around because I think he heard the speech on the car radio. Lance was like, for the longest time, I wanted to be a cop. And I was on probation. I was looking forward to coming back to work, but once I got that call to come back, get off probation, I felt nothing. So basically, obviously, he's still numbed by Laurel's death. And it's affecting him a lot to the point where he doesn't want to return to work and be a cop anymore. He doesn't want to be part of this, so he decided to leave the team and start anew. And then Thea, who threatened the life of a child, and the whole bloodlust thing, she came out of the pit and all this, and she thinks that she's definitely her father's son, doesn't want to be a part of all this anymore, so she also leaves the team for a new life. And Diggle, who we thought was going to stay, said, he has to take time off and think, because the thing that happened with his brother, how it wasn't self-defense, he straight up killed his brother and all that stuff, and everything that's happened, he needs some time for himself. So Diggle also left the team, just like Thea and Lance, to start new lives. And what surprised me the most was the fact that Oliver ends up getting a call saying that since you had a good amount of votes before you dropped out, we want, and your inspirational speech to the entire city, we want you to be mayor. So we see Oliver being sworn in as mayor of Star City, which is freaking awesome, by the way. And the flashbacks were pretty crazy. We actually see a fight between Tiana and Raider. And Tiana was able to drain Raider's life force just enough so Oliver could actually kill him. And unfortunately, Tiana, since she's losing control, she asks Oliver to kill her because she's unable to escape the darkness that the idol is giving to her, right? So Oliver is forced to kill her. A bunch of those innocent people saw that and they're about to kill him, but he's like, she told me to. That darkness was taking over her, right? And so, pretty much at the end of the flashback, we actually see Oliver radio Amanda Waller and tell her to rescue the rest of these prisoners and take the idol and keep it safe, right? So no one uses it ever again. This episode, not really lackluster. It has the typical Oliver has a versus one-on-one battle with this season's enemy. Like I said, it happened in season 1 with Malcolm Merlyn. It happened with Deathstroke. It happened with what's his face? Ra's al Ghul. Every season there's a bad guy. Oliver ends up with a one-on-one battle with them, with him going up on top. But this time, he apparently killed Malcolm Merlyn the first time, but he ended up, of course, he's alive. He didn't kill Deathstroke. He killed Ra's al Ghul, and then he killed Damien Darhk. Could this be the end? I don't know, but I'm running out of time. I'll see you guys in the next video. This is my Season 4 finale the reaction, Rat to Arrow. Peace, guys!